This is the brand new Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra, and this is probably the ultimate AI flagship out there. Look, this is the Indian variant of the S24 Ultra in titanium grey, and there are questions. There's one super underrated feature in this design that I think Samsung did not hype up enough, and I'll get to all of that, but I know you want to check out the AI features in action, how they work in India, so let's start with that. The coolest of them all is the new circle to search feature, and this is impressive. I can just circle on, say, the jacket here, and it'll show me where I can find it. Same for these lights we use, and this is really cool and actually useful because you can even use this to copy text like this or translate text. Now, another actually useful AI feature is AI live translate in calls, and this is so useful. It supports a bunch of languages, but in terms of Indian regional languages, there's only Hindi supported. But that apart, here's how it works. All you need to do is hit the live translate button, and you'll get to hear a live translation, and the person on the other side will also hear a translated audio.
Why did you call me?
I just called to check up when can we meet next.
नहीं, मैंने सिर्फ जांच करने के लिए बुलाया। हम अगली कब मिल सकते हैं?
कभी नहीं, और मुझे कॉल करना बंद करो, बेवकूफ इंसान।
Yeah, it can be a little wonky at times, but mostly works very well, and this is AI, so it should get better. Also, I like that you can choose to only hear the translated voice via this option. Yeah, this is super useful, but what's actually cool are the AI edit features in the gallery app. I mean, this is a usual 4K 30 FPS video, and I can just long press on this, and the AI converts the video into a 120 FPS slow-mo video by adding additional frames in between. I mean, this is so cool. I can even move a subject in the photo like this, make the subject larger, and the AI will fill in all the details and everything. It's pretty cool, but what's insane is that I can even rotate a photo and the generative AI will fill the rest of the missing details like this. This is insane. Honestly, there's AI features spread everywhere. There's generative AI wallpapers with different themes, and you can customize the details and create your own wallpaper using AI. There's a new photo ambient wallpaper that uses AI to change your wallpaper depending on the time of the day and weather. There's also chat assist, aka real-time translation in messages. So when you get a message on WhatsApp in, say, Hindi, you can just use the chat translation feature in the Samsung keyboard and it will translate your chats like this. How useful is this? And this works everywhere. Samsung keyboard also lets you change the writing style with this option, and there are different tones to choose from. You can also fix the spelling and the grammar via this option. In Notes, you get note assist, so you can align things, fix the spacing in your handwritten notes with AI. You can also organize your messy notes into a well-formatted text with AI. You can even translate notes easily. Recorder app also has transcript assist, which transcribes your recordings, gets you an AI summary, which gives you bullet points for recordings. You even get browsing assist in the Samsung browser, which lets you summarize articles via AI, and you can choose the summary style to be standard or detailed. You can translate articles like this. I mean, this is all very useful, right? Now, one very important thing to note, the AI live translate feature works on device. The conversations are saved in text, and all of it is end-to-end encrypted, so even Samsung does not have access to any of this data, which is great. Anyway, AI features apart, remember I told you about that super underrated feature in the design? See, the new Ultra goes titanium and it looks good. I mean, I personally found the Samsung Ultra flagships to be the most good-looking flagship phones, and sure, this looks a lot like the S23 Ultra or even the S22 Ultra, but why change things when it ain't broke? This looks premium and nice, no doubts about that. One big change here is that the curved display is now totally gone. Instead, you get this flat display with even narrower bezels, and this display gets a couple of big upgrades. It's still Samsung's premium dynamic AMOLED 2X with 120Hz LTPO refresh rate, and that means it's smooth, it looks gorgeous. But now this is brighter at 2600 nits, and second, this has Gorilla Glass armor, and this is the super underrated feature. It's said to be 50% more resistant to scratches and impact, but more importantly, it's said to bring 75% reduction in glare and reflections, and yeah, it makes a difference. You know how when your phone screen is off, you can see your reflection in it quite clearly? You can't with the S24 Ultra. I mean, just look at the S24 Ultra and the iPhone 15 Pro Max side by side, and you will see a big difference in terms of reflections and glare. I'm not sure if this is visible in the camera, but this makes a huge difference in real world, and I think this will be useful for everyone. Apart from that, you get the very useful S Pen that works great. You get the in-display fingerprint scanner, stereo speakers, IP68 rating, wireless charging, all of the flagship features. And in terms of performance, the S24 Ultra is powered by the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 for Galaxy, and I like that there's a larger vapor chamber too, and I've been running benchmarks on the phone, and the scores are obviously very good. Gaming on the highest settings is great, and the performance in day-to-day usage is very smooth, and the UI is also very optimized. The phone is running the new OneUI 6.1 update to 9.14, and along with all the AI features, there's also new features like these new lock screen widgets, which will remind you of iOS, a new option to see your lock screen wallpaper in always-on display, again similar to iPhones. There's also a new battery protection feature, and link to Windows in Samsung laptops lets you use the S24 Ultra as a webcam. Your OneUI 6.1 is great with all the features and things like knock security with passkey support, and Samsung is promising 7 years of OS update and security patches with this phone, which has been debated for being a little overkill, but I think it's a good move because even after years, these phones won't get outdated. Moving on, the S24 Ultra has some upgrades in terms of cameras. There's the 200 megapixel main camera, the 10 megapixel telephoto, the 12 megapixel ultra wide, and there is a new 50 megapixel periscope telephoto lens that does 5x optical zoom. Yeah, the 10x optical zoom sensor is gone, but I think 5x is more practical for day-to-day usage because you now get lossless zoom from 1x to 3x to 5x. And yeah, I've been testing things and the zoom shots look cool. Also, there's still 100x space zoom, and this too takes some cool moon shots. The main camera too is a flagship grade camera, taking some great photos, be it in daytime, low light, or even portrait mode. And if you use the portrait mode, aka the expert raw mode, there's now a digital ND filter here that should be handy in overtly sunny situations. In terms of videos, there's still 8K 30fps support, and now you can zoom to 5x while recording an 8K video. Yeah, the cameras are packed. In terms of battery, there's the same 5000 mAh battery that should last a little longer, with 8 Gen 3 being more efficient. Look, the truth is the S24 Ultra brings iterative upgrades to the design, the cameras, the performance, and the big USP here is obviously the new Galaxy AI. I mean, I remember saying this in one of our recent videos. Well, 2024 is going to be all about AI smartphones, and the S24 Ultra is clearly the ultimate AI flagship. I mean, when Samsung showed off Galaxy AI, I was skeptical about how all of these AI features would work in the real world, but turns out almost all the new AI features work very well even in India, and more importantly, most of these features are actually useful. But yeah, that's just me, but I want to know from you, what do you guys think of the new Galaxy AI in the S24 Ultra? Comment down below, and thanks for watching.